truly get to know the ladies.
I'm watching the episode and I just don't feel like going through the whole thing of sitting down, recording a review, editing, and all that. So I decided to go live, and I'm just gonna give y'all a live reaction. I'm not gonna put it on the screen because I don't want to get demonetized. I don't want to get a strike or anything like that. So I'm just gonna have it like playing in the background. Salmon dip. I will be eating a little bit because I am a little hungry. I legit was just sitting down to watch the episode, and I was like, let me just do this at the same time.
I want to stop going out, but I have to have a reason. I want to build a thing.
Already. I want to stop going out, but I need a reason to stop going out. If you don't have enough self-discipline within yourself, like you know you don't want to go out, you claim you don't want to go out anymore, but you need another person in order to stop going out, what makes me think that me coming into your life is gonna make you stop going out? You still gonna have that desire. If you don't want to go out no more, then just don't go out.
Wednesday through Sunday, I'm turning up.
Wednesday through Sunday? Oh, wait.
Now he talking about Wednesday through Sunday, he turning up. You ain't trying to slow down no time soon.
I can walk into a room and just the confidence in self, it can get their attention. I think I'll turn some heads. Well,
you surely turn some heads in this suit.
My mind immediately went to the Nutcracker outfit during Christmas time.
Did y'all hear her?
Nutcracker outfit.
You set yourself up to be clown. When you sit up here and think you just so suave. Some people can pull flashy suits off and others can't. I hate when tacky people feel like they can dress. And he just took it to another level. Like, it's okay if my lady can't dress, I'm gonna dress her. So now you Kanye West?
Do you think I should put a necklace on?
You could have used just a little dainty one.
Where were you this morning when I needed
Not him critiquing that outfit.
It's your boy Will. A woman will want to date me because I'm Himothy. I got it going on.
A woman want to date him because what?
A woman will want to date me because I'm Himothy. I got it going on. I'm smart up here. I'm handsome. Chocolate. Like I know I'm the total package.
That's the one that's being all cocky right now. He's Himothy. Let me stop. I didn't mean to turn this into a roast session, but Himothy means I'm him.
How are y'all doing?
You are not a comedian.
I am saying
you have got to make me laugh.
I will. When it comes to dating, I think I have a lot to offer. I mean, you have a comedian, you have a chef, you have tactic.
Red flag. Comedians are always a red flag.
I want 2 to 10.
He wants 2 to 10.
2 to 10?
At least 2.
No, come, bring it back.
I'll take whatever God got planned for me.
Absolutely. Bless Jesus.
But if he gave me, if God had 10 for me, I'm going to be happy with my 10 kids.
I feel like a lot of men think that way. And
I can tell you right now,
Mm-hmm.
the Lord just spoke to me, and God is not going to give you 10 through me.
But we can do 2.
He seems cool though.
Hold on. I'm missing somebody. I'm missing a Glenn.
Glenn must be late.
First name's Glenn, and I am 41 years old, and I'm gonna start over. What's up? Okay.
What's going on
All
with
right.
Glenn?
No, I don't need a shot.
He's handsome.
I'm gonna start over.
Is he nervous?
I mean, yeah, this is like the whole world. It's pretty nerve-wracking.
Did he not show up?
In the meantime,
They
let me
backing
explain
out?
to you all why today is your day to stir it up. Then tomorrow, I will separately meet with 10 new sexy singers for a second mixer. That's crazy. I knew something
So
was
10
up.
meeting up
I'm
today,
definitely curious
10 meeting
about
up tomorrow.
other women.
That's different. They're
No, that ain't
eliminating
gonna be
people
me.
even though it's
So I'm
only
cool. I ain't
half the
going
group.
tonight. These are-
They always adding a
I ain't
twist
going.
that don't make no
So, we'll
sense.
see.
The thing I don't like about this is, what if your person is in the first group and got eliminated? I feel like they do eliminations too early on Ready to Love. Like, y'all need to give people a chance to like get to know each other a little bit. Like, I feel like there should at least be like 2 mixers, and at the end of the second mixer, that's when y'all decide whether or not y'all want to eliminate somebody. Especially with these rules where it's 10 people meeting up and y'all eliminated one person. I'm sure when the other half of people meet up, they're gonna eliminate somebody too. And it's like those people could have found their match elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? If you would have just randomly shuffled the group in a different way, a different person could have gotten eliminated.
Give me a call back. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with
guy.
All right. All right.
Did we really need this scene? They are so dramatic on this show.
The other years before that,
You wasn't ready.
it was my fault.
You was a
Yeah,
hot
I
mess.
It was like a lukewarm mess.
Okay.
Yeah, I
well,
would say
that's
hot mess.
good.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle though.
Okay.
Yeah. What about how
What makes you
feel
ready
about
now?
having,
See, that's
squeezing?
sometimes they don't ask the right follow-up questions. You said you're ready. What makes you ready? You said you was a lukewarm mess. You weren't a hot mess. You was a lukewarm mess. So what have you done to grow as a person? What makes you ready to actually be serious in a relationship? How do I know you just didn't wake up yesterday like, oh, I finally decided I want to have a wife, but you haven't taken the necessary steps to be a good partner? You know what I'm saying? I just want them to ask a few follow-up questions.
I have 2 children. My daughter is 15 and my son is 10. The fairy tale in me still wants to have a child with my husband, but I'm also getting old, so we'll see.
I don't know that she wants to have another
We'll see how
child.
that goes.
Her kid's almost grown.
I'm
I
open.
don't think 35 is too old.
You want kids?
Absolutely.
Okay, how soon?
Like, I don't believe in, like, wasting time. If it's ordained by God, I'm ready to go. We locked in, like, I'm gonna be on that couch later, we gonna watch a movie, bro, that booty.
What?
You feel me?
Now you just got up here talking about if it's ordained by God, and now you over here talking about rubbing on somebody's booty. I didn't hear nothing about a ring. I didn't hear nothing about marriage, but then you want to bring up God? Or that people always want to bring up God when it's convenient. When y'all want to have these 50 million children, or if it's ordained by God, but then you don't even bring up marriage. You was talking about children. That's how y'all got to Netflix and booty rub. This man is literally threatening you and you giggling.
My autoimmune disease is called hidradenitis suppurativa. Even though I'm currently in remission, I will always have this disorder.
I've never heard of that disorder before.
Anyone that is a part of my life has to understand that there may be good days with this and there may be bad days.
Well, I'm glad she's being upfront about that, because they had something similar going on with the couples on this season of Married at First Sight, and the girl has a chronic illness that causes her to be in pain. And I feel like it wasn't fair for them to have her on there as a contestant, because that's a lot to ask of somebody straight off the bat as a stranger. And, you know, being a caregiver, that's a big task. But I'm glad that she's coming into this and being honest and letting them know straight up, this is what I deal with.
The mixer has started. I do understand if we get nervous.
Not they have another scene of Tommy calling this man.
By you not being here, that lets me know.
This really is making me feel like it's fake. I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
And it appears we got a runner.
Oh man.
Yeah. This
Shocker.
process.
Well, it's good he didn't show up, because I mean, at least he ain't wasting nobody's time. You know what I'm saying? I do think it's a little weird that he filmed a confessional. He filmed a confessional, but he never showed up. I hope they don't allow him to come back and participate. If you can't even show up to the first one, you really should not be allowed to be a part of the whole experience. And maybe his nerves got the best of him. I don't know, y'all. Like, that does seem a little weird. It does seem like it's a little staged. I don't know. What do y'all think? This game is like, okay. I feel like y'all should do this when they know each other a little better. I'll sped it up a little bit, y'all.
This woman's worst date was when a celebrity flew her to Atlanta only to make her wait in the car while he got a facial. Who is this woman?
And she did it? You sat in the car while he got a facial? He didn't get you one? Dominique won. I feel like out of all these men, Dominique probably would be the best catch.
What about dating a man with kids?
To be really honest with you, I would prefer not to.
Do y'all think that people with no children should date people with children? I feel like you have a little bit of different priorities. Like, a parent is going to have a different priority than someone who doesn't have children. And you know, maybe sometimes people are willing to take over that responsibility and willing to you know, love your children as their own, right? But I think that's the only way that works. If the other person doesn't take your children in and you know, love them as their own. I just don't think that's gonna work in the long run. And I also think that's a lot to ask of someone who doesn't have children of their own as well. Too much baggage, but do you and make it work? Right. That's how I feel too. Like, if you can make it work, fine. But I feel like if you're trying to decide whether you want to date somebody with kids or not, you don't have any, just be mindful of that, because, and the kids have a say too. Exactly. If the parent is worth anything, they're gonna think about how their children feel about it as well.
I know how many mamas are involved.
So let's just say there's hypothetically 2 moms.
I'm definitely
two
not.
moms, you have 3 boys?
I'm definitely.
I'll be real with you. It's a little.
Not dealing with 2 moms,
What
especially if I ain't got no kids.
This process.
So I got divorced in 2018. So shortly after I got married, I found out my husband had 4 children.
Oh.
Yes, I found out.
Hold on. You were dating this cat.
Wait.
You got married to this man. And you did not know he had kids.
I didn't know he had children at all, let alone 4 children.
How? Was it dick lean?
I don't know what he about to say. Let me just replay it.
So I got divorced in 2018. So shortly after I got married, I found out my husband had 4 children.
Oh.
Yes, I found out.
Oh, you were dating this cat. You got married to this man. And you did not know he had kids.
That is now, I'm not gonna act like I ain't never heard of nothing like that before. Well, I've heard of men being married and having whole separate families, and them genuinely not knowing about each other until the funeral, and everybody comes to the man's funeral. So I know things like that can happen, but you have to be a straight up deadbeat for you to marry someone and you have 4 children and she had no idea. There must not have been a binky around the crib. Them kids must not have a room in your house. Like, you must be straight up no contact with those children for you to pull that off. I'm not trying to victim blame, but she had to have ignored some sort of sign. 4 children, married him. That's like the ultimate betrayal too. Like, I'm gonna have to leave you immediately. There's no talking about it. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. That is mind blowing to me. That's wild. But you know what? Truth can be stranger than fiction.
How? Was it dick lean that good?
So I felt very disrespected by that question.
What? Sir. The conversation would have been over. I'm sorry. Are you crazy? I'm not going to act like maybe they didn't run through somebody's mind, right? But the way he said that was so crass and so disrespectful. Like, really? And childish and immature. Like, that's how you respond to that? I know how he said it was wrong, but not knowing someone you are married to has 4 children, that is wild. It's wild. But the way he said, yeah, too reckless. I did not like the way he said that. And it would have been in a conversation with me. You really ain't got, I ain't got too much to say to you after that. You just disrespectful.
Exchange numbers at least, Instagrams and all that. Let's do that.
What? How old is he? 31? Acting like that? Let's at least exchange social media. You don't even have enough perception to see that you just rubbed this woman the wrong way.
I just said
Hold on, I gotta show y'all this. The camera is panning up.
just truly get to know the ladies. So I just
That was funny. The way she was looking dead at that camera, you would think you was watching The Office or Abbott Elementary. You know how something crazy happened and they look dead in the camera? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tickled. That was so funny. That was so funny. Hold on, I gotta watch that again.
thoroughly go through this process and truly get to know the ladies.
And he is so dead in that phone, he don't even realize that she is not even trying to give him the time of day. Oh my goodness. That was the best part of this episode.
My non-traditional career, like, I already know that's kind of a barrier.
I'm sorry.
My
It's
chances of
between
going
the
home tonight,
comedian
I feel like it's pretty high.
and the guy in the Bill
nervous now.
Cosby sweater. for me. I wouldn't be mad if they got rid of either one of them. Dominique didn't even need to be saved because it seemed like all the women like him.
Who was turning you off? And then tell me why. Like,
LaRon, I don't know what it is about LaRon. He's just not my cup of tea. I almost jumped across that table and snatched all her curls out her head when Alexa said LaRon was going in the bottom. She don't know me, girl. I'll take these earrings out.
Girl, over somebody you just... Wait a minute.
Yeah, he's like, all her curls out her head when Alexa said LaRon was going in the bottom. She don't know me, girl. I'll take these earrings out.
Why is she so... Where did that come from? She just said she wasn't feeling them. And I snatched all those curls at you. Like, did I miss something? Like, here we go. Here we go. The cattiness starting early. Oh my God. It seems like it's going to be a trend with Ready to Love now. Especially after last season. It's not ready to fight. It's not ready to fight. It's ready to love. One woman's ick is another woman's treasure comp. Exactly. Like, it's not like she led the charge to get him sent home. Tommy literally asked them, who are you not feeling? And she just said she wasn't feeling him. Like, just because you are, they don't change that. Every year someone acting territorial at the first. You literally just met him. He might turn you off your next conversation. And here you are threatening this girl over this man you don't even know.
AMD work. Yeah, he's like, I just don't have time. I'm like, you go out Wednesday through Sunday. You have time. Right, you know what I'm saying?
And then they have a good reason for not liking the man. Because they picking up on exactly what I was saying, that he is not ready to settle down if you are still trying to go out every week. 3-4 days a week. And if he's your guy, then you should be glad to have him to yourself. Thank you. Tequila 2-1. Thank you. What? Y'all, that threw me off. And I was liking her. Why is it every time I start liking one of the women, they do that?
But also William. He's been married twice. He does have 3 children. And also because he's a comedian, the sneakers. So like in this process, present yourself in a way that is mature and...
She is old school. Because she is very strict with how these men are looking. And mind you, how some of them are dressed, I can't even blame her. But because he wore sneakers, like he wore slacks and he wore a button up, because he wore sneakers, that's kind of like what they do these days, especially in that 30s age range. They love to pair sneakers with things like that. Is that really a red flag to y'all, or out of the ordinary? Maybe it's just a personal preference. He didn't put it on correctly. I don't think sneakers are a problem. This wasn't a formal. Thank you. Now, I do agree with you on he didn't put it on. Okay, if you're going to throw some tennis shoes on, they better be the flyest tennis shoes, and you better have on a fly outfit. I agree with that. I didn't see anything wrong with the tennis shoes in general. Like you said, it's not like it's a formal event. It's not like y'all are going to a ball. Okay, y'all are just at a mixer dating each other. I mean, really.
I cannot stand men who like, I'm looking for my queen, but yet you out here acting like a jester. Your credit not right. You don't have a stable job. What queen you looking for?
I ain't mad at it. I love it when they start reading me. But I'm glad they were seeing through what these men were putting out. And she wasn't lying. She showed away. Because I feel like a lot of times on the first episode, the women do go way too easy. And they eliminate a guy they didn't necessarily deserve to go home. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of the more pressing issue. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like they got down to the nitty gritty and they see who really needs to go home. I like that.
One of you. Those questions were just too much.
Wait a minute. But I would have put all of them are, it was a bunch of bad choices to choose from. But I definitely would have put Bill Cosby's sweater in the bottom. Why is he not in the bottom? He needs to go though. I think he's the one that needs to go first, and he can go next.
This field that just isn't ready to love. Demonte, I'm sorry, brother.
Okay, they sent home the Nutcracker.
And I get rejected. Can you believe that?
Say your goodbye.
Because it's not about that. That's one of the reasons why you got sent home, because you're focused on the materialistic things. You need to be focused on getting your credit right. You need to be focused on paying off whatever loans you have, Whatever else he's saying, you're focused on the wrong thing. You think you missed to put it on, and you're not even stylish like that.
I think that special person is out there already. You know, turn heads when we walk out because we definitely gonna turn heads. You know,
you're just too focused on the physical. That's your problem.
Step on back in there. Take it off.
Trying to impress everybody.
This is
so they're not even gonna show both mixers. They wasted all their time with that game. We could have been looking at both mixers.
Well, thank you for meeting me this evening.
Prevent your tone of voice. Come on, roll back.
Thank you for meeting me this evening.
Prevent your tone of voice.
Thank you for meeting me this evening.
Prevent your tone of voice.
Come on, roll back. Thank you for meeting me this evening.
Prevent your tone of voice.
Well, thank you for meeting me this evening.
Prevent your tone of voice.
Who he talking to? She was one of the ones that was acting up already, so she very well could. I don't know what their interaction was, but you ain't nobody daddy. Triggered. I don't like when men talk to women like that. I really don't.
She can't help but be messy. Then if I get up and slap the in her mother.
She is doing team too much. I'm sorry, she's doing too much. Just like before, it just seemed like it came out of nowhere. Maybe she deserved it. Maybe some things going on behind the scenes we don't see. But I'm just like, why? This is not ready to fight. That still didn't convince me this was going to be a good season. They just put all the best parts in there like they normally do. I'm on the fence about only meeting half the cast in the whole episode. It's giving they're not going to come together until episode 3. I know. I don't like that. And then y'all have already eliminated somebody. I don't know. It just feels incomplete. One thing I did like about the changes is that it wasn't so predictable. The execution wasn't what I wanted it to be. I do like that they're stepping outside of the box and they're not making it as predictable as it normally is. So I can appreciate them trying new things. But the execution for me, I don't know if that worked out. Like with the game, I don't know. I feel like that game was a little bit premature. They could have found a different way to give somebody like the protection from elimination or immunity, if you want to call it that. I've been watching a whole lot of Survivor, y'all, so I've been using so many Survivor references in my everyday life. I hope we can get at least one genuine connection, but I'm not holding my breath. I just don't believe it. Ready to Love has jumped the shark already, and I'm still here for the ride, but I think that's it for like any sort of genuine connection that might have ever come from this show. Because I think everybody that comes on here wants to be on TV or not ready for a relationship. You know, it's just entertainment at this point. I wish they would go back to the resort style. I'm not saying that was the last good season, but I do feel like that was the best season. And it's crazy. We only got it because of C19. And then y'all didn't even see that formula was probably one of the best formulas. Was it really one of the best formulas? It's not like the couples are still together, but it was the most entertaining. Make sure you like the video. And they didn't convince me with that first episode at all. But I think I'm gonna be here for the ride. As long as it stays a little bit entertaining, I'll at the very least come back and we can watch it together. Shout out to everybody in here. It was a fun one. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. And I will see you in my next one. Peace.